Following the time travel twist of the fourth episode, last week's fifth episode saw some fresh adventures as Kamala investigated the past of her great-grandparents, Aisha and Hassan, before, during, and after the formation of Pakistan following the division of India. As she prepared for a reunion with her parents, Kamala learned fresh mysteries about her family. Elsewhere, things go out of hand, and when Cameron discovers he has newfound ability, his life is irrevocably altered. The final Ms. Marvel episode opens with Damage Control inspecting Bruno's apartment after it exploded in the previous one. He and Cameron flee the authorities while the latter fights to control his newfound talents. While that is going on, the teen tells her family about her abilities while they are over at Kamala's house. Following her announcement, Nakia calls to inform her that an explosion has left Bruno's apartment in ruins. Kamala's mother offers her a new costume to wear just as she was about to leave to help. Nakia is instructed to hide at the neighborhood mosque by both Bruno and Cameron as they leave. Damage control personnel show up shortly after to question the neighborhood's Pakistani population about Cameron's whereabouts. Nakia makes every effort to delay the agents so that Bruno and Cameron can flee. When they arrive, Kamala is waiting for them in her new attire. Cameron suddenly loses control of his skills and lets forth a massive surge of energy. After separating themselves from Damage Control, Kamala makes a call to Kareem and requests assistance. She is instructed by the Red Dagger to deliver Cameron to the harbor at midnight. Nakia later meets them in the neighborhood high school, where Kamala makes peace with her. The six of them devise a strategy to delay Damage Control once Amr and Zoe show up, so Cameron would have enough time to go to the harbor. Agent Deaver, meantime, disobeys the order to stand down that was given to her. She instructs her spies to capture the two powered people who are hiding in the school. Zoe requests assistance from her followers live on social media when Damage Control personnel enter. Kamala and Cameron are about to kiss when Bruno interrupts them. He delays the agents, giving the two additional time to flee. Cameron confronts Kamala about her mother and what the Red Dagger's done to her family as they flee. After finding out that Najma is dead, he snaps at Damage Control personnel. Despite Kamala's best efforts, he leaves the school and confronts the guards. Kamala intervenes to prevent him from being shot to death. Her family is astounded by the weapon's might as Deaver triggers a sonic cannon to render her and Cameron helpless. Then, Kamala uses her abilities to construct an energy-based armor and handle Damage Control. While everything is going on, Cameron attempts to kill Deaver, but instead makes a car fly through the air and into the crowd. As the crowd cheers, Kamala grabs the armored car. Deaver releases a powerful energy blast that causes a plethora of hard light constructions as he then points a gun towards Cameron. Due to Cameron's loss of power, Kamala has to push her way to him. She explains to the youngster that Najma gave up all to protect the world and his son. As Kamala assists him in making his way to the harbor, this realization causes Cameron to alter his mind. Deaver and Damage Control are attempting to capture Kamala as Cameron escapes through an underground tunnel. The others gathered around her and assisted Kamala in escaping. Agent Cleary fires Deaver for disobedience as Kamala becomes a social media sensation following the incident. It is revealed that Cameron has fled to Karachi where he meets Kareem. When Kamala returns home, her father spends time with her while expressing his pride in her. He refers to his daughter as his Miss Marvel and claims that her name in Urdu means marvel. Kamala is inspired by this to adopt that as her heroic alias. Kamala meets up with Bruno and Nakia a week later. She discovered that, as Bruno had suggested, there must be a genetic abnormality in her. In the post-credits scenes, Kamala is dragged back as her bangle begins to shine. Captain Marvel, played by Brie Larson, emerges from the damaged door with a confused expression. At the conclusion, a card in which Miss Marvel's reappearance in the Marvels is revealed. After Kamala's experience in Karachi, Pakistan, the last episode of Miss Marvel strives to wrap up all the loose ends. Damage Control's pursuit of Cameron causes Kamala to finally come into her own and earn everyone's respect as a true superhero. While there was a lot of conflict between Kamala's friends and family at the beginning of the series, everyone had to accept it by the time the season ended. She has now achieved Miss Marvel status after defeating Damage Control and Cameron, and the series concludes with her emerging as Jersey City's own hero. This scene connects the series to the upcoming Marvels movie, despite the fact that it may appear unclear since Captain Marvel switched places with Kamala. What role Kamala will play in the film is still unknown. The wait for the trio of Monica Rambeau's Spectrum, Miss Marvel, and Captain Marvel has only just begun.